This looks awful, and it looks like you wouldn't be able to fix it yourself at home, but you really can. So I had a lot of different colors layered on over time, over the months, lots of different colors. The most recent was red, and then I put a black and purple over it, and so I'm left with this red. Now I had semi-permanent dyes, not permanent, so I use like Arctic Fox, Manic Panic, so it's not as difficult to remove, but I'm still left with a lot of stuff on it, because in between that I also used these dyes I got at a Japanese hair store, and I don't really know a lot about them. I just know they didn't use a harsh chemical, but they really stained it, because the red was from there and it really stained it. So I'm stuck with this mess, and I want to show you how to fix it. So I'm doing a test strand. I wanted half blonde and half brown, but I've already bleached once over my whole head, and then I took a second time and went on the spots that were still really dark. This side I didn't get as much because it's gonna be brown anyways, but this side I got it really good to get it more even. So that's where we are now. So instead of blonde on this side, I'm settling for like a purplish color, because I think that's the best I can do to work with this red and to work with my blonde roots to get them the same shade. And then this side I can still do the brown, because when you do brown, it's actually good to have like a red underneath to give it something to hold on to, so the brown doesn't fade greenish or icky colors if you put it on blonde. Because if you put it on like a blonde like this, the brown can turn very green or just mucky looking. So this is what I'm going with to fix that. And I put purple up here and dark brown here. And then this strand is a lighter brown. I got two different types of browns because I'm not sure which one I want, so I'm testing those. And then this side, I put blue mixed with a little bit of purple and silver. And then on the top, I mixed those same shades but made it a little darker to cover the light blonde. But this side, the end, I put it on lighter so that it would cover the red. I'll show you how I mix them and what I used to mix them. Okay, so I rinsed and dried my test strands. This is the purple side. I think that's not bad. I think I'm gonna lighten the end a little more, so I'll show you how I will mix that up. And I'll probably just leave the top part the same, because I think that looks pretty good. It's pretty even. And then this side, so the darker brown strand in the back, you can see the purple quite a bit there, and I don't like that, so I'm going to put less purple on the root. And the light brown really didn't cover it enough, so I'm going to be using the dark brown. This is why you do test strands. So I'm gonna use the dark brown and lighten up the purple, and I'll show you how I do that as well. For the purple, I have Manic Panic Purple Haze. So that's what I use for all my purple. I'm gonna put this much in my bowl. Next, I'm gonna dilute the purple with a conditioner. This came in the box of bleach I bought. It's just a conditioner with a slight tint of purple to it for anti-brass, but you can just use plain conditioner that's white. It would be okay. I used that whole tube, and it's just a good little clump. I'm sorry the measurements aren't great. I'm gonna show you the end result shade. So basically you can just keep adding your colors until your color looks about the same as my end result. Now I've added in plain white conditioner, and I'm just gonna mix it, and then I'll add some more stuff. So this is the purple we have right now. I'm showing you so you can get your purple to match before I add blue and silver. I have this aquamarine Arctic Fox blue. That's what I'm using. I put a good little glob in there. Might be too bright. I might have to add more conditioner to dilute it down more, but we'll see. Okay, this is where we're at with the blue. It's a pretty nice periwinkle color. Now I'm gonna put some Arctic Fox Sterling Silver to dilute it down and kind of give it a more shimmery look. I don't think I need more white conditioner. I think that's a good color. So I already put 1 glob of silver this size, mixed it in. This is my 2nd glob this size, and I'm gonna mix it in. So I've created a very nice periwinkle color. When you put the blue on the red, it's gonna turn purple. So that's what I'm gonna do for the ends. I think I will mix another color, this shade, but a little darker for the root to make them match. So this is all those same colors in this bowl now. Blue, purple, the light purple conditioner, regular conditioner, and the silver. Then I'm gonna take a glob from the other bowl and add it to this to have the same shade but a little darker for my root. So I put that glob on top and I'm gonna mix it. So this is the same shade but just a small tint darker. This is what I mixed for this side's root. I want it to be lighter so that you don't see the purple. You can barely see it on camera, but I see it in person and I want less purple on this side's root, so. Okay, this is the purple for my brown root. Just a nice lavender color. For the brown, I don't need to show you any mixing because it is just this Manic Panic Bat Out of Hell color. I'm just using it as is, not mixing it. And I'm going to do the purple side, the end and root, different colors, but it'll end up roughly the same shade. I'm going to do the lavender root on this side, wash it, dry it, and then I'm going to put the brown on this side because I can't really layer this brown on the purple. I did it for my test strand and I just rather do it separately so that it turns out even better. I mixed up this darker blue using my aquamarine and some conditioner. And I mixed up this darker purple by taking the Manic Panic and a little conditioner. So I have the blue over this because when I put the periwinkle on, I could tell the red wasn't changing. So I mixed up a darker blue to put it on, and now I can tell it's changing. You still see a little red, but it's changing more. The root was fine. This side, when I put on the lavender, it just wasn't dark enough, so I made it a little darker. So this is a little more blue than I wanted. This color in the back, this is what I wanted. And when I thought it wasn't turning purple enough, it really was, because the parts that I didn't put the blue on top of that much turned perfect, but the parts that I put a lot of blue on turned really blue. So I'm gonna take some purple and put it over this blue because I don't want the blue, I want purple. And then this, I'm just gonna put the brown on and then we will be done. So I'm hoping this will be okay now. I put more purple over this side to even it out and get rid of some of the blue. Took the brown, put it on this side. I accidentally used the light brown, so I quickly put the dark brown over the light brown, and I'm just hoping for the best at this point. So I wanted this lighter, but if I had done this lighter, it wouldn't be even. At least now it's even. I definitely messed up by putting too much blue. So the brown, I think, turned out okay. We'll see what it looks like when it's dry. So it's not too bad. Overall, this is really nice and even, so that's good. I just don't care for the blue tint, but it will fade. The brown actually turned out really well. It still has some red in it, but it turned out pretty good overall. So overall, it's not bad. I definitely fucked up by putting too much blue, but considering I had black before, and yeah.